And before we get into the message this morning, let us just take a moment to be with each other. Because it's a moment we won't get to have again. Let's get up, tell somebody hi, look in their eyes, let them know they matter, let them know you love them. We're glad you're here. How are you? Good. How are you? Good.
Matter.
Love you. I love you too. So,
Yeah, we need to talk about some of these people in this care circle with the music gotta step their game up. Let's talk about it.
all right. All right. Yes. Let me start off by saying that this has been a very special weekend, and it's been a very special weekend for a number of reasons, and been a busy weekend, but I'm so delighted to say that we have two new licensed professional practitioners. Stand up, son. And we also have with us some folks from Boston, and they have one of their a new licensed professional practitioner, Vicky. Yeah. Yeah. And there was three other candidates that came down from Boston, and the three of them, they passed as well, so we're excited about that. We also have Reverend Ed, Reverend George in the house from Greater Boston CSL. Yeah. And it's a good day. I guess all of us didn't let the sun keep us at home, so that's good. Some of us are here. Glad to be here. I am. So let's continue on then with our theme for the year, which is change. And this month we're talking, our theme is change what you see. Change what you see. The spiritual principles that we'll be working with today, which comes from what we believe, we're working with spiritual principle number 1, number 6, and number 5. I'm not sure if there's copies in the back of your chair, but I see people moving, pulling the spiritual principles out. Spiritual principle number 1, we believe in God, the living spirit, almighty one, indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. This one manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. If you look all the way to the right of this beautiful document that we have in front of us that was created by one of our care circles, being who we say we are, all the way out to the right, under non-jargon language, it says, everything I see and experience is a manifestation of God. Spiritual principle number 6, we believe in the unity of all life and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. We believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence. Spiritual principle number 5, we believe the ultimate goal of life to be a complete freedom from all discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all. Change what you see. Freedom is dependent on what you see. What you see can set you free. I love it so much, I think we ought to tell our neighbor. So turn to the person to the right of you and tell them, freedom is dependent on what you see. What you see can set you free. Turn to your other neighbor. It's so good. Freedom is dependent on what you see. What you see can set you free. Okay. And so it is. What you see can set you free. Last week we said that the primary thing about this teaching, that this philosophy, that it encourages us, what it encourages us to do is to change our thinking. It encourages us to change our perspective. And last week we said that it sounds like it's a simple thing to do, but it is not so simple. To change our perspective until we get to a space and a place where we open up to the infinite possibilities. It's a shift in perspective. And perspective is our ability to increase our capacity to view things in their light, to see things as they really are, to change our perspective so that we might catch a glimpse of the good that is at hand. To change our perspective, to perhaps see something that was always there. Something that was always there, whether we knew it was there or not. Whether we knew it was there or not. Change our perspective so that we can broaden our view of possibilities. Ernest Holmes, on page 282 in the Science of Mind textbook, he says that the range of our possibilities at the present time does not extend far beyond the range of our present concepts. As we bring ourselves to a greater vision, we induce a greater concept and thereby demonstrate more in our experience. In this way, there is a continuous growth and unfoldment taking place. We bring ourselves to a greater vision to induce a greater concept, to be able to see more, in other words. And from Richard Living by Ernest Holmes and Raymond Charles Barker on page 87, this is dated March 27th, it reads, I experience the wholeness of God. How true it is that we do see through a glass, darkly or only in part. But to all of us there come fleeting moments when our inward vision is opened and we seem to look out upon a newer and broader horizon. The apostle tells us that when that which is perfect shall come, then that which is in part shall be done away. What he really is saying is that we are all at a certain place in our evolution, but there is a complete certainty before us. We shall continuously expand and experience more and more of that life which already is perfect. But there's no reason why this awakening shall not come now. For we are not really waiting on God. God is waiting on us. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. All nature awaits our recognition, and even the divine spirit must wait our cooperation with it. Today, my eyes are opened more widely, and I look out upon a broader horizon across all the experiences I may have had, which were limited or unpleasant. I now see the rosy hue of a new dawn. Letting go of that which is little, I now enter into a larger concept of life. Dropping all fear, I entertain faith, realizing that every form of uncertainty is seen only in part. I open my spiritual eyes to that which is wholeness. And even as I do this, the limitation, the fear, and doubt slip away from my experience, taking their departure in quietness and in peace as I turn to that which is greater and better and fuller of eternal life, of happiness, of peace. Today, my eyes are open to the breadth and the height and the depth of the life which is God, that life which is good, and the law which is perfect. Change what you see. Our possibilities, the reading said that it extends far beyond the range of our present concepts, that it extends far beyond the range of our present ideas, our present thoughts, that it doesn't extend, that it doesn't extend, I said that it does. Our possibilities doesn't extend far beyond the range of our present concepts. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Our possibilities doesn't extend far beyond the range of our present concepts, our present ideas, doesn't extend far beyond what we can see now. Are you with me? Yes. Okay, so one more quick reading. Ernest Holmes on page 229 under the reading titled Vision. He says, according to the scriptures, mind and body must be kept pure, must be kept single to the good, in order that perfect, abiding sight may be attained. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. But the eyes of themselves cannot see. The mind within does the real seeing, the real interpreting of what the eyes look upon. The eyes can truly be called the windows of the soul. They typify the ability of the mind to discern and to understand. As the light of understanding dawns upon us, we have a habit of saying, I see, meaning that we mentally discern. The man who clearly realizes his oneness with the all-good should have strong, clear eyesight. God sees, and his is the only mind there is. It is man's mind, and consequently, he sees, whether he knows it or not. Do not fear to claim this, for it is the truth. There is no obstruction to the vision, no near vision, and no far vision. There is no false vision, no weak vision, no blurred vision. There is only perfect seeing, which is now seen through you, which is now seen through me. When we fail to use any organ, it becomes useless. As the eyes are the organs of the soul, when we do not use our soul powers, we lose the use of the organs through which they function. If one does not allow the mind to look through the eyes, the vision becomes blurred or imperfect. To regain this, one must use the inner sight. To change, then, what we see, we have to consider some things. We have to consider what we are looking with. We have to consider what we are looking for and what we see. What we are looking with, what we are looking for, and what we see. This is